Character redemptions are some of the best and most satisfying parts of animation. Characters like Vegeta, Shadow the Hedgehog, Megamind, or the gold standard Prince Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Characters with massive flaws that eventually change their ways and become some of the most likable and fan favorite characters of the show or movie. And Invincible is absolutely no different. While we've already seen flat out villains turn into good guys, what if I told you one of the best redemption stories of Invincible started out as a hero? Rex Sloan, aka Rex Splode, was born into a very impoverished family. Said family sold him to the government for a pretty penny, where instead of being raised by loving parents, he was raised by doctors like Homelander. During his time with the government program, he was injected and experimented on, turning him into a superhuman with the ability to kinetically charge anything into a bomb, basically. His creation was somewhat inspired by Gambit from Marvel, using smaller objects as explosive weapons. In my opinion, it's a very cool power. Him having superhuman strength, durability, and assassin-like capabilities, on top of being able to turn things into a bomb, make him a very formidable hero. We first meet Rex as Adam Eve's boyfriend on Teen Team. He's incredibly arrogant, sometimes very disrespectful, has all of the sarcasm, and quite frankly, is a bit of, how you say, a dick. He seems very possessive of Eve, which is very ironic considering he ends up cheating on her. Yes, while she and many other superheroes are out attending the Guardians of the Globe's funeral after Omni-Man turned them into paste on the wall, Rex was busy in the Teen Team's showers, giving Duplicate 3 times back shots, being both an a-hole to Eve and Kate, because apparently Kate thought Eve had broken up with him and started dating Mark, a lie Rex told her. Rex also states that it doesn't mean anything because the Kates are clones. Managed to botch 2 baddies in one sitting. That is quite the feat. He also gets into a fight with Monster Girl during the tryouts for the new Guardians of the Globe, not taking too kindly to her penis jokes. He makes fun of her for being a little girl trying out for an adult thing, not knowing what her powers are or why they affect her the way they do. Him and Black Samson, another member of the new Guardians of the Globe, also butt heads. We do start to see some growth though, even as early as season 1. Rex and Monster Girl start to become friendly, and Rex is even the one to initiate cleaning up the bloodstain from the last Guardians, signifying that they are a true team, and kind of establishing him as not the leader, but a leading figure in the team. Season 2 is where we really start to see Rex grow as a character. He gets knocked down a few times, you know, Immortal starts banging Duplicate in the showers. He finds them. He's like, oh my God, how could you do this to me, Kate? Even though they weren't dating, and he did the same thing to Eve. Starting to plant the, you know, the seeds of, maybe I shouldn't treat other people like garbage. Giving Eve a pep talk after she's doubting herself as a hero. Stepping up during Guardians missions. And just overall gradually maturing as the season went on. But then there's the life-changing event, the Lizard League fight. A villain group previously thought as a joke. He lost his hand, he was shot in the head, he watched 2 of his teammates visibly die, although we later find out that Ray survived just under critical condition, and Duplicate did actually have a clone somewhere else. Just forgot to tell her teammates that, you know, hey, I'm alive, maybe don't beat yourself up too much over this. In season 3, her brother ends up attacking Rex because he blamed him for her death. Kinda cringe. Hashtag L Duplicate bozo character. Her and the Immortal are made for each other, man. Trash! She's hot though. But this trauma really leads Rex to reflect on his actions. And as he's lying there in the hospital bed, we see him talking to multiple important characters like Mark and Eve as like a friend for guidance. Being sort of a wingman for Mark and Eve to try and get them together. And just overall being a good friend. Making amends with his teammates. Fighting more responsibly. And becoming a very surprisingly likable character. I just rolled my elbow on my Wow, that hurt for no reason. Oh boy, what the hell? And now we get to season 3. The season that at the time of recording this video is not even done yet. Yet the change in Rex during the first 5 episodes of this season was so profound that it actually inspired me to make this video in the first place. In the very first episode, we already see Rex complimenting and just being bros with Mark. He is not a dick in the slightest. There's some sarcasm in there, but he's an incredibly likable person. I, for one, would love to be friends with the man. Him and Mark are just BSing back and forth while they're fighting the I forget their names, the people who were stealing the Declaration of Independence. And Rex just keeps hitting him hard with just trying to get him to ask Eve out. It's very wholesome. Hashtag Rex best wingman. Does that make him a wingman? He's not actually talking to Eve to get him to date. He's just talking to Mark. I don't know. Rex even handles almost dying to Multipole and being betrayed by Kate very well. Well, not betrayed, but like you think Kate would have told him, you know, her teammate, the guy who she's had sex with, mind you, hey, you know, I'm still alive, you know, you don't need to worry, I'm just taking some time off this whole superhero thing. No, just let your friends who have fought tooth and nail with you, who have bled for you, just let them think that, you know, you're dead. Let them think that, you know, that they're partially at fault for you dying. This is like a Kate hate video. This isn't even about Rex anymore. I hate Duplicate. And bitch. Every time he makes a sarcastic quip, he immediately pulls back. He's like, you know what? Nope, that's the old Rex. New Rex, nice chill guy. Even when he's naked 1,000 feet underground after being trapped by centipedes and the spiders and Doc Seismic. God, that episode was strange. When Mark and Cecil end up in the Guardians of the Globe HQ when they're fighting, he immediately takes his bro Mark's side. And I can't blame him because Mark is like getting destroyed in the brain by Cecil's little machine, and the zombies are attacking him, and he takes on a bit of a leadership role here, basically attacking first, kind of getting the whole squad in on the fight versus the Reaniman, and even taking down Cecil's I forget what the device is called, but you know, the thing that was making the sound, although that did backfire because it was a dead man switch and it just made the sound go all the time in Mark's ear. There was no way to shut it off then. Thankfully Robot fixed that. What the hell? My phone, it's ringing. It is using the noise, the Android. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. After the whole Cecil shabacle, Rex takes it upon himself to kind of get half of the Guardians of the Globe out of there and create their own team because he's just very upset with how Cecil betrayed them. He doesn't like the lying, you know? He cares about his friends getting hurt. He traded the tons of basically infinite resources that the government provides for the safety of his friends. It's very endearing. And when they get to this new base, that's where the Rex I really like shows up. Because we start to see Rex and Ray, you know, the girl who can shrink, really bond. They were already kind of bonding at the Guardians of the Globe, but now it's, oh man, I'm loving this relationship. You know, before with Eve, we saw him cheating. And he was a real dick, a real possessive just asshole. But now with Ray, he's taking it very slow. We don't even know if they're dating yet technically, although with episode 5, they are. He's shopping for groceries because she wanted to. He wants it to be kind of normal since they both really didn't live normal lives to begin with. He leaves a little envelope in her door inviting her to dinner at 12 o'clock at night, cooking her homemade food out of a meal kit, but he's still cooking it for the first time ever. Really just putting himself out there, trying new things to help please his friends. And it really is just wholesome. Rex and Ray, my favorite couple in Invincible. I can't wait to see where this goes. God damn it, I'm so lonely. I want this. Why can't I have that? But that's all we have for now, at least via the show. Because now I'll get into briefly what happens in the comics and how this arc kind of finishes. So you can skip to whatever time marker I put to see the conclusion. So Rex dies. Yeah, I didn't read the comics myself. I've only watched like hundreds of YouTube videos on the show and the comics and everything. So I know what happens for the most part. And yeah, Rex sacrifices himself versus a bunch of Reaniman Invincibles. Wait, no, not the Reaniman ones, the actual just evil ones. And that really concludes his arc. He went from a jackass who's self-centered to literally sacrificing his life for the good of others. That is very based. And I really like how he's progressing in the show. Like, I can't say that enough. He is my favorite character. Him and Ray. Oh yes. So the recap, he is the jerk with explosive powers who became a more nuanced and very likable character. I'm loving his redemption arc. I cannot wait to see what they do with him in the show, since a lot of stuff is changing from the comics. Ray shouldn't even be alive, or a girl, a hot girl at that. And let me know what you think in the comments. Am I BSing? Is Splode actually not based? Should I stop talking like a Redditor? Should I talk about any other Invincible character? Should I finally make that Aqua Teen Hunger Force video I was planning on making a week ago and never did? Like and subscribe. I love you guys. I really appreciate it. I am a small channel. If you stuck till the end, I can't believe you actually did that. You're crazy. I couldn't listen to my voice for longer than 8 minutes. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.